समुद्र के उत्तर में और हिमालय के दक्षिण में जो देश है उसे भारत कहते हैं।
कल मान लीजिए इस इंडिया अलायंस ने अपना नाम बदल के भारत रख लिया, तो फिर भारत भी बदल देंगे।
In the political, literary, and cultural discourses, the word Bharat often symbolizes a lifestyle enriched by the Bharatiya civilization. Quite similarly, India hints at colonial culture, a modern lifestyle inspired by westernization. While Bharat has a sense of belonging, India induces formality. While Bharat feels like petrichor, reeks of legacy and the rich culture and diversity we have inherited, the Western supremacy in India does little or no justice to the emotional connect we have with our roots and soil. Namaskar, I'm Shreya Savijay and you're watching The Big Debate. On the 9th and 10th of September, when the President sent out official dinner invites to the delegates attending the G20 summit in Delhi with the designation mentioned as President of Bharat instead of the usual President of India, it caught the eye of one and all. But contrary to what most people might believe, the use of Bharat in diplomatic letters and invites is not new. As a matter of fact, last month, an official invite sent to Prime Minister Modi for the BRICS summit in South Africa, as well as the PM's visit to Greece, read Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of Bharat. Even the recently held ASEAN summit invite to Prime Minister Narendra Modi read Prime Minister of Bharat.
विष्णु पुराण में कहा गया है, उत्तरम यत् समुद्रस्य हिमाद्रश्च दक्षिणम वर्ष तद भारतम नाम भारतीय यत्र संतति ही। यानी समुद्र के उत्तर में और हिमालय के दक्षिण में जो देश है उसे भारत कहते हैं तथा उनकी संतानों को भारती कहते हैं।
The Puranas describe Bharat as the land between the sea in the south and the abode of snow in the north. Roots of the name Bharat, Bharata or Bharatvarsh can be traced back to Puranic literature and to the epic Mahabharata. Bharat is not just mentioned in our constitution but is also used extensively in official government documents along with common parlance. Even when we raise our voice to sing our national anthem, Jan Gan Man, we say Bharat Bhagya Vidhata. Many scholars believe that the name India was imposed because it conjures up the idea of a progressive and secular country. Even after the acceptance of the constitution, this issue of Bharat versus India was discussed time and again. And many senior leaders of the Congress party have been in favor of Bharat. On August 9, 2012, Shantaram Naik, a Congress MP from Goa, had introduced a bill in the Rajya Sabha in which he advocated replacing India with Bharat. Another member of the Indi Alliance, Akhilesh Yadav's Samajwadi Party, back in 2004, demanded Article 1 of the Constitution to be changed to Bharat, that is India, instead of India, that is Bharat. Talking about the recent Bharat Jodo Yatra, Rahul Gandhi's so-called master stroke when he walked miles to associate with the people of Bharat, and when people with similar political interests as himself came together, they named the alliance as India and chose Judega Bharat, Jeetega India as their official slogan. The same Congress party now seems to have a problem with the use of Bharat owing to their political alliance and are trying to justify their stand by referring to Article 1 of the Constitution, which says India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. while many in the non-political and non-influential sphere believe that India should have been officially renamed as Bharat back in 1947 post-independence itself, in such a way that it created an awakening in the minds of all and reverberated in everyone's heart. Now it's time to understand that why India should be officially called Bharat. During the Constituent Assembly debates in 1947 to 1949, many senior leaders of the Congress party supported the name Bharat over India. In the words of Sri Hargovind Pant from the erstwhile United Provinces, we must know that this name was given to our country by foreigners who, having heard of the riches of this land, were tempted towards it and had robbed us of our freedom in order to acquire the wealth of our country. If we even then cling to the word India, it would only show that we are not ashamed of having this insulting word which has been imposed on us by alien rulers. Really, I do not understand why we are accepting this word. Veteran congressman Seth Govind Das was in favor of the name Bharat owing to its rich cultural legacy, and I'm quoting, "We should indeed give such a name to our country as may be befitting our history and culture. It is a matter of great pleasure that we are today naming our country as Bharat." Meanwhile, Kamlapati Tripathi, the veteran Congress leader, said, "When a country is in bondage, it loses its soul. During its slavery for 1,000 years, our country too lost its everything. We lost our culture, we lost our history, we lost our prestige, we lost our humanity, we lost our self-respect, we lost our soul, and indeed, we lost our form and name. Today, after remaining in bondage for 1,000 years, this free country will regain its name, and we do hope that after regaining its lost name, it will regain its inner consciousness, an external form, and will begin to act under the inspiration of its soul, which had been so far in sort of sleep. It will indeed regain its prestige in the world. During these 77 years since independence, Bharat has shown spectacular growth. Today, the country is an economic superpower. From agriculture to nuclear and space technology, from easy access to health services to world-class educational institutions, from modern medical science to ancient Ayurveda to biotechnology. Bharat has come a long way to reclaim its past glory of Vishwaguru. From emerging as an IT superpower to being among the fastest growing economies to creating the third largest startup ecosystem in the world, Bharat has seen an all-round transformation. Bharat, which once lacked in health services, has become a global supplier of medicines and vaccines during the COVID-19 pandemic, which is a significant achievement. Affordable healthcare for all and bringing millions of people out of extreme poverty. Maternal and child health has received a tremendous boost and support. Bharat's space sector has now become more empowered than ever, launching satellites not only for its own but also of other countries. Recently, with the success of Chandrayaan-3, Bharat became the fourth country to land on the moon and the first one to land on the lunar south pole. Not only this, today, Bharat has become the third largest economy in Asia and fifth largest in the world. Be it science and technology or coming forward to help other countries in times of need or disaster, today's Bharat is leading the way. The success of the G20 has given newfound confidence to Bharat. In matters of diplomacy, Bharat is proving its mettle across the world. There was a time when there was a shortage of food grains in the country. But today, Bharat stands in a position of not only exporting food grains to the world, but also agriculture products. Bharat's road network is the second largest in the world after America, and so is our rail network. Our power generation capacity has become the third largest after China and America. When the Russia-Ukraine war brought two allies of Bharat, Russia and America, against each other, Bharat strived to maintain cordial relations with both these nations simultaneously. Bharat, at the same time, has cordial relations with Israel as well as with the Islamic nations of the Middle East. However, our neighboring countries, China and Pakistan, are yet to heal from the diplomatic wounds Bharat has inflicted upon them. Today, when Bharat is continuously moving towards reclaiming its glory, it is a necessity more than an obligation to uproot all symbols and signifiers of our past invasions, colonialism, and slavery. Because when we say Bharat, we feel a sense of belonging. We take pride in the progress our nation has made over the years. We think of a self-reliant nation. And for those who say, what is there in the name? Sadhguru Jagi Vasudev says,
whatever we utter is only a sound. The meaning is only a psychological thing, a social thing. It's only a sound. Leave the meaning of it. The sound is existential and it has a power. Bharat has power. This power has to reverberate through everybody's hearts.